Hello, everyone. This is Hera Dayani, your host for Ancient Voice Rising. Welcome, community. I welcome you with an open heart and open arms. Today, we have on the show Reiki with Stacey and Mike. Reiki with Stacey and Mike is a heart centered healing practice founded by a married couple whose paths to Reiki were different but divinely aligned. Mike's journey into Reiki began through lived experience, born with severe medical conditions that required lifelong management. His health took a critical turn 2 years ago, leading to 6.5 month hospital stay. During that time, a Reiki volunteer offered sessions to long term patients. What began as curiosity became a profound source of grounding, hope, and healing. Reiki helped Mike maintain an open mind through uncertainty and supported his body naturally through the healing process, ultimately aiding in his release from the hospital. Deeply moved by this experience, Mike felt called to learn Reiki so he could help others navigate physical pain, emotional hardship, and mental illness with compassion and understanding. Stacy's connection to Reiki spans over 20 years. Always drawn to holistic healing, she carried a deep desire to study Reiki, but life first called her to raise her children, earn a college degree, and work in family medicine. 3 years ago, when the timing finally aligned, Stacy stepped fully into her passion, embracing Reiki as a powerful complement to her medical background and lifelong calling to care for others through holistic, compassionate healing. Today, Stacy and Mike are both Reiki masters who bring balance, empathy, and intention into every session. Working individually or together in tandem, they offer a uniquely powerful energetic presence, creating deep connection, amplified healing, and a safe space for restoration. Mm. Their shared mission is simple yet profound. Two hearts, one healing mission, supporting each person's journey toward balance, peace, and wholeness. Before we start this podcast with Stacey and Mike, I would like to welcome you to and invite you to do the one thing for free that you could do to help support this channel, and that is hit the subscribe button, the like button, hit the notification bell, and share. We, I, we all host living transmissions of life. And in my experience, getting back into the body, integrating what we have learned from all four bodies, our mental, emotional, spiritual, physical, is so very important in connection these days. And here is where we make that connection in the here and the now, one hand, one heart, together. So I ask you and invite you again to please subscribe, like, share, hit the notification bell. It is the one free thing that you can do to support me, to support the ones that are coming on in their vulnerability and in their passion and their power to share their experiences. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, from the expansion of my energy field. I welcome you in a higher love. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Mike. Welcome to Ancient Voice Rising. I am your host, Hera Dayani. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good
We
morning.
appreciate it.
How are you guys doing today?
We're feeling really well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. Excited to be here as always, doing my passion, my love. Yes.
Yes.
So I have done your bio already and introduced you to our community and to the viewers. So I'd like to jump right in and start with Mike. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. So Mike, um, in your story, it talked about you going through a physical and situation where you were in the hospital and you experienced Reiki and how that brought you to Reiki.
Uh-huh.
Um, how did the Reiki support you emotionally, mentally during those uncertain areas, not just physically?
It helped me mentally to stay calm, have my wits about me, and stay focused on the present moment in the hospital and dealing with the issues that were at hand uh, every day for me, and helping me to cope with the issues that I had and be able to take time to understand what the doctors were telling me and just mentally preparing myself for the issue at hand.
Do you want to go in why you went into the hospital? Are you comfortable with that?
Yeah, I could do that. I could do that. That's fine.
Okay.
So I have dealt with congenital heart disease from
Okay.
birth, which is how you get it from birth. Um, I have had that obviously my whole life, but it hasn't been until about 15 years ago that it started to become an issue for me, dealing with daily chores or certain work things that I had to do. Um, and with my congenital heart disease, it brought pulmonary hypertension.
Mm,
So now I have lung issues as well. With that, obviously, it's been getting short of breath, gasping sometimes for air has been an issue. And now it's more leaning towards possibly getting oxygen help.
okay.
Um, and with that, with those issues, which are huge issues
Hmm.
for anyone to deal with, but the reason I went into the hospital was because I have been on the transplant list for heart and lungs.
Okay.
And at that point, for me to go in the hospital was because I wasn't feeling very well at all.
Hmm.
So that was the process to start to get me further up the list to receive heart and lung, which unfortunately I have not received as of yet.
Okay.
So there was a lot to deal with that emotionally, and for them to try to get me feeling as good as I could in the hospital, which they allowed me to exercise every day. Um, so I kept my health up, as well as them watching over me, diuretic me, with and having nutritious foods to help the body itself. But yeah,
Okay.
so it was a struggle for 6.5 months being in the hospital.
Oh, goodness. Yes, I could imagine.
Yes.
Yeah. Um, so how has the Reiki helped you through this?
Okay. So I wasn't aware of this at the time when I first got there at the hospital, but for long-term patients, they have Reiki practitioners that come in or volunteer
Can we
to
just
hear.
high five that to begin with?
Yeah.
I mean, high
Yeah,
five. And to the ones that are going into the operating rooms, that they're letting into the operating rooms now,
yeah,
before surgery and after surgery, and the recovery of the patients that
yes,
they're seeing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Mhm.
But yeah, so there was a volunteer that came around to patients that were there long term and would offer Reiki sessions if you were interested in it. Uh, which I had known about Reiki, but not a lot.
Mhm.
Through my one sister, and with Stacey, she's involved with reading up on that kind of stuff. So I had a sense of what Reiki was and everything, but I experienced it in the hospital. And this man would come in once to twice a week to give me Reiki sessions.
Wow.
So that was really great. I got to know him personally and his story, which inspired me with
Mhm.
Reiki as well.
Yeah.
But what a relief that was. That helped ease my mind throughout the days and throughout the weeks. Um, it allowed, I started feeling as a person more balanced, more whole, uh, ready to tackle the situation that I had to deal with more efficiently. That's how I felt by receiving these Reiki sessions.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful. So, Stacy, your background is in family medicine, and it has shaped the way that you explain. Has it shaped the way that you explain and integrate Reiki for clients who are new or hesitant?
It has. One of the reasons that I got into healthcare originally was to help people because I seen how broken our healthcare system actually was at the time as a
Mhm.
patient. It's inspired me to want to help. So I went into the medical field, currently work in the medical field. And I just wanted something more because I see that now I'm not talking on negative terms with traditional medicine. That's
Right.
not what I'm coming across as. I just find that a lot of our doctors nowadays are just giving pills and writing prescriptions to cover the root cause of a problem.
Mhm.
I see a lot of patients that walk out of our offices with the doctors really not knowing what's wrong with them or how to help. So we send them off to a specialist. I think there's more to what we can offer. And I've always had that strong feeling to want to help people.
Mhm.
I'm finding that, working in the healthcare system has given me that taste of seeing how we can help people. But I think we really need to take it further steps in trying to find out what the root cause problems are so we can help people more. And I think holistic medicine is going to take the front line, is if you want to say it that way,
Yeah.
with how we treat people in the future, because I'm seeing it come more and more into play.
Mhm.
So that with working in healthcare, that has given me a little taste of how we can help people. Like I go to holistic events and seminars, so I'm constantly learning different things and new things that are coming up on the
Yeah.
horizon for medicine. So I think with having the medical background really does help me with Reiki because it helps me explain things more efficiently to our clients when they say, well, I have this pain here. What do you think may be causing it? I always offer what I feel it may be. I'm not a doctor. I'm not licensed to give medical advice. And I always
Right.
tell my clients that. And I always advise, Reiki, we're going to give you this session. The Reiki energy is going to go where it needs to go in your body to help you. But please speak to your family provider as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So it really
Exactly.
has given me a leg up on where we are in this country as far as practicing medicine and where we can go with it.
Yes, my mother was an operating room nurse, head nurse in the operating rooms, and she worked mainly in cardiovascular. She did one of the first heart transplants ever.
Oh,
My
okay.
father received a heart transplant
Hmm.
in 2004. So I know where you're at.
This is great. This is exciting.
Yeah.
My uncle, my brother, and my stepfather are all chiropractors,
Oh, okay.
holistic medical centers,
Hmm.
and are now all studying integrative
Yeah.
medicine
Okay.
to come out of the chiropractic part
Hmm.
and integrate all of it together.
Wonderful.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I worked for my office, I started out in Reiki as well.
Hmm.
At the time, I didn't know what kind of Reiki I was actually doing because
Okay.
it came in very drastically
Hmm.
and rapidly. I just knew where to put my hands and all of that.
Hmm.
And it was very fiery.
Yeah.
So then I later learned that I was actually doing Sakamat Reiki.
Oh.
And then I became a Sakamat Reiki master.
Hmm.
So I have that. That's where that pink fire, when I told you guys we were doing
Yeah.
our
Yes.
math before, that's where that comes from. So
Okay.
Okay.
so much fun. But
Yeah.
to go back um to have the knowledge of the physiology and the
Mhm.
biology of the body,
Yeah.
to be able to have that knowledge and wisdom along with life experiences and understand the mechanics of energy and how the spiritual and emotional mental bodies work into that,
Hmm.
which you guys are touching all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We try.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
And I agree. I believe that we are moving rapidly,
Yes.
rapidly more
Mhm.
closer to this. Um, how did you two, did you know each other when you were in the hospital, Mike?
Yes.
Me and Stacy?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
We've been married for 22 years
22 years.
22
Yeah.
years now.
Oh, okay.
So yes, I knew she had a background of her liking spirituality and stuff like that. But
Gotcha.
it just wasn't something that it didn't progress until I guess my hospital experience. Yeah,
That was most recently then.
yeah, that was
Okay.
3 years ago. So
Mhm.
yes,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So how long have you guys been doing Reiki as a couple together, first of all?
Yeah.
About a year and a half. I've been doing Reiki for about 3 years now.
Okay.
And you wanna
Yeah, it's been about a year and a half, 2 years now for me
Okay.
doing that.
And then
Yes.
you do it in tandem as well.
Yeah.
Yes, that's yes.
Yes.
Wonderful. How much
Yeah.
It
oh,
is fun. Yes.
Yes. I feel honestly when we do sessions, I do feel a deep connection with her as we are doing Reiki on our clients. So that has been something different, and I would say not most people have ever felt about their significant other.
yeah. Yeah. We can, some of us wish we had that.
Yes.
And
Um,
I do notice that after each session that we provide, we do discuss how or what we feel. And a
yeah.
lot of times, like I'll say something, and he's like, "Yeah, I felt that too," or vice versa. So
Oh,
yeah,
beautiful.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's amazing. Oh my gosh.
it's interesting.
It is interesting, and it's amazing to be able to experience that together.
Yeah.
And just solo practitioners, but tandem and married
Mhm.
Right.
together, to have that experience
Mhm.
together. Um, powerful. I
Yeah.
know when I was reading your bio before you guys came on. I felt so many emotions,
Did you?
Ruby.
Mm-hmm.
You are not the only one to say that.
Yeah, I actually had to. I reached up and touched my heart at the end
Mhm.
of as I was finishing your bio because it was so touching and so beautiful, and you could feel when I started reading the story, you could feel the energy immediately
Awesome.
permeate and come into the energy field,
Good.
and that was outstanding.
Awesome.
So
Great.
I'm saying right path, amazing.
Yes.
Do you find maintaining balance in your married life and work life? Um, how do I want to put this? Do you, with you both doing Reiki
Hmm.
and you being in the medical field and you having what's going on with you, um, do you feel balanced in, or are there times where you don't? How would you,
During the sessions, you mean, or
just like in your everyday life, like general,
Hmm.
yeah,
uh, I'm going to come to the conclusion that during the sessions, you guys just merge
yes, yes,
and
that's what I feel. Yeah,
it's there.
yeah,
But in your daily lives, as you walk in this human body
Hmm.
and knowing, what you hold so precious,
yeah.
um, is there a balancing there? I don't know if I'm asking this question correctly.
You
It's just
are.
what's coming up.
Yeah, no,
Yeah. I feel for myself, um, sometimes it can be a little off, only because I'm away from the house. I'm in the public view. I'm working with patients, bringing in all kind of negative energy, unbalanced energy. It does
Mhm.
affect me. I
Mhm.
try to leave it at work. Sometimes I come home, I just feel exhausted, drained from that. But
Mm.
we do practice Reiki on each other. We take turns. Like one night I'll give him a session, the next night he gives me a session, and that really helps. So if I text him from work and say I need Reiki tonight, he understands what I mean.
Aw.
Which brings me back. I just need that session. It brings me back.
Yep.
He's a real positive person. He's better than I am at times. So if I talk out my day with him, which I find that upsets my balance, he brings me back down to where I need to be because he just has that gift. He's a very patient, calming, loving person, and he's able to provide that with ease. So I would say it's a mix, but for the most part, I feel that it is balanced. We just have
Okay.
yeah,
those days where it's
So you
typical.
acknowledge it. You go,
Mhm.
yeah,
bleh.
yeah,
And you just you bounce off of each other and you
Mhm.
yeah,
that,
Yeah.
yeah. It's never been the case of one person being too much for the other person.
Mhm.
I think we have enough
Mhm.
love and enough years together that we
Mhm.
understand each other very well, and we know when someone's off or needs help or just needs time to talk about it or be
Mhm.
alone.
Mhm.
We know that, but
yeah.
it's great. I could say on the positive side of this, it is kind of different because we seem like we're almost one at times when we're around each other. So we could be thinking of each other's of what each other is thinking. So it's
Mhm.
weird, but
So you
nice.
kind of you have a telepathic
Yeah, yeah. Because
connection
there's
as
many
well.
times we will be riding in a car or just sitting at dinner, and I was just thinking of that, or we start talking, and one of us would be like, where did you hear that? There's no way. It seems like you were inside my head. Just, but it's good stuff.
So you mentioned that the is it heart murmur? No, what did you call it?
Congenital heart disease.
Yes.
The proper it's called transposition of the great artery. So
Yeah.
basically his anatomy is a little backwards. His heart
Okay.
and lung, how his heart and lungs are connected. It's
Mhm.
opposite of what we have in our, for our bodies.
For a normal person.
Bodies.
Yeah.
So how would so with the Reiki sessions,
Yeah.
you accept the energy in, and do you specifically work and target those areas?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Reiki, as you may know, will go anywhere it's needed. So,
Yeah.
for instance, if I place my hand on your shoulders and you have pain in your leg, that the Reiki energy is going to follow to where it needs to go and heal that part of the body.
She senses where to go.
Yes, it's
sometimes on me. And it could be somewhere. She knows my chest area is definitely somewhere that needs that, the hands on. That's where I feel comfort from her and stuff like that, and feeling at ease. But she also senses like I have other areas on my body that need attention as well.
But do you do self Reiki
Oh,
as
yeah.
well?
Yes.
Yeah. We'll
So
do that. I'll do that if I need it throughout the day. If I feel like I'm off balance or just not in a good mood, throughout the day, I'll do some Reiki on myself. But I typically do it every night in bed, like right
okay.
before I fall asleep. So that helps me ease
Yeah.
into the sleeping.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you guys go out to different, like how do you different conferences and do Reiki? And if so, how has that impacted your clients or the people that have come to you and you afterwards?
Well, we do offer sessions in our home. We have you're in our Reiki studio. You just can't see. This is our Reiki studio that we offer sessions in our home.
Okay.
We also will go to your home if it's within a reasonable driving distance. We offer Reiki for our pets as well. We also have a hotel that's about 20 minutes south of our home that we rent each month, one day a month, typically on a Saturday. And we have Reiki Day mini sessions there at
Wow.
prices. Yeah, usually sessions are about 30 minutes and we reduce our rates to bring people in and introduce them to Reiki.
Yeah.
We also do holistic events. We work with another friend of ours that does Reiki. We're partnering with him. We're going to be partnering more with him in the future to bring other things into our spiritual path holistic practice.
Yeah.
But we're trying to get ourselves into the community. We're trying to go out and speak and network with smaller businesses to see, if they would allow us to come in and offer like the employee sessions just to let them know what Reiki is and how you can experience the healing benefits from it, hoping that they would invite us to come back and set up there as well. So we're in the incubation stage of our business.
Gotcha.
We do have some regular clients. We have some friends that have small businesses that allow us to advertise in their business, which has helped and brought in clients as well.
So where are
ahead.
you located?
We're in York, Pennsylvania, which is south central. It's close to the Maryland state line, about 20 miles north.
Okay. So for the viewers, if you're in that area, do you do online sessions as well?
We haven't done any online sessions, but we do offer distant healing Reiki. If you're interested in that, you can just contact us and we just collect a little bit of information from you and we're able to send it distant healing to you.
Okay.
That we both have done, yes.
Okay. Yeah. I have a friend in the UK that we used to pass back and forth.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, what do you guys feel is the most misunderstood about Reiki?
It's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Misunderstood. I know we deal with people that are religious, and I want to say a little closed-minded.
Mm-hmm.
But we sit and we try to explain what Reiki is and how it's not affiliated with religion at all. And we try to explain to them that it's love that we're sending out. It's all good stuff that we're doing. Um, so it can be a struggle discussing that with those types of people.
Mm-hmm.
But that that's one thing
Mm-hmm.
that really has come up.
Yeah, I just had a discussion on Facebook with a gentleman. No arguments, just
Yeah.
discussion. And there's nothing wrong with religion. I believe in
Yeah.
God, but this person was very close-minded and just wanted to kind of try to be argumentative about how what we do, and even mediumship for that matter,
Mm.
is satanic. And I tried to explain, what Reiki is, where it comes from, what it does, and it's just closed-mindedness. But everyone has a right to their own opinion, and I respect that.
Yeah.
So I just ended the conversation nicely. And there's only so much you can tell people, and you can't always convince people to see things, on a clear understanding or path. They're always going to have their own opinion, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But
I've
that's
experienced
our
that.
main thing. I think that's our main misconception that
Yeah.
that people try
That
to.
they, yeah, that they
Yeah.
think it's something else that they're. I've gotten that as well in the
Mhm.
past, like with the psychic mediumship and the
Mhm.
healing practices and stuff, and they're like, you're practicing, satanic rituals, and it's like,
Yeah.
no, it is you farthest from what you're saying, but I'm
Exactly.
Exactly.
going to. I used to debate it,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
and you have no clue, like, no,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and you'd go into these discussions, and I would debate it,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
um, and then I just finally was like, I'm not going to debate this with you anymore.
Mhm.
You got two choices here. You can either experience it
Mhm.
for
Yeah.
yourself,
Mhm.
or you can move on with your life
Yeah.
Exactly.
and let me and my energy field do what it's going to do
Right.
Exactly.
Yep.
Mhm.
without tearing me down, without
Mhm.
calling me names, because it's doesn't matter,
It
Yeah.
doesn't. It doesn't.
and then I learned the understanding and the understanding of what oneness is,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and started channeling unconditional love for years. And people are like, well, how can you be so unconditional? And I'm like, well, I pull it from my soul and I direct line into source.
Right.
Yes.
I stand in the hand of God,
Mhm.
not in religion, that
Mhm.
Right.
the universal
Yes. Exactly.
energy,
Mhm.
and we can all tap into it. It's all within us.
Yeah.
Yes.
The
Exactly.
divine
Mhm.
source. Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I've learned to just hold that higher love for those beings that are not quite ready to wake up to themselves,
Mhm.
Right.
Mhm.
to direct that energy inward so that they
Mhm.
can project it outward.
Exactly. Mhm.
And but I want to say here that everybody has the birthright to believe what they believe.
Right.
Mhm.
And we can give them our experience. We can show them our experience.
Mhm.
We can prove to them our experience.
Yeah.
But they're the ones that have to take it in
Right.
Yes.
if they want it, if they
Yep.
want, if they accept it and what they want to learn it and feel it and experience it for themselves, because we are more than just this physical body.
Right.
Yes, we
Yes, we
are.
are.
So, um, anywhere that you guys would like to go from here? I mean, I do have some more questions, but would you like to interject with anything?
Um, some things that I would like to study more holistic healing. I'm interested in doing hypnotherapy. There's another modality I'd like to learn called spinal flow technique.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so I'm very interested in that. For right now, we're just trying to get our Reiki business going, but I do see those things being incorporated into
Yeah.
my spiritual path somewhere
Mhm.
along the line. We are working with one of our friends that I mentioned earlier that also does Reiki for some things in the future, partnering with him. So we're thrilled about that. We're in the process of starting that. I won't talk too much about it at this point.
Yeah,
Later,
that's
more to come later.
yeah.
Yeah, but we're excited. We have some things that we're planning to roll out here within the next few years, and hopefully it'll all work out for us.
I'm
Yeah.
sure it will. I'm sure it will. You guys are the energy that is just flowing, and we are, you know, just speaking over the internet. But if people could feel the energy that is transmitting between us, it is palpable. It is pulsing,
Mm-hmm. Good.
and I think that that is important,
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
very important.
Mhm.
Yeah. Let's see. I did come with some questions. Um, and I'll go back to my experience with my friend that lives in the UK.
Mhm.
Um, when you do distant healing,
Mhm.
warfare is a big thing for people.
Mhm.
It's a belief, and it's an energy force. Um, and do you I want to make sure that I say this in a way that does it service and not disservice. Um, do you do a type of um, distant, like home clearings with the Reiki um, for the emotional static within like homes?
Mhm.
Um, People call it warfare
Mhm.
in that sense of like I've got they've got negative energies coming in
Mhm.
and causing them issues.
Mhm.
And I know that we used to go back and forth, and I was helping her with negative entities.
Okay.
You could hear them and you could see them on the
Mhm.
children's cameras.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and you could hear the voices.
Oh.
Yeah. So, because I was in that when I first began that spiritual
Mhm.
warfare field,
Mhm.
that's what I was known for. That's what I did for years.
Okay.
And I know that that can go hand in hand with Reiki because
Okay.
she was studying and almost at her master's in Reiki.
Mhm.
And I had Horus in my house a lot.
Okay.
because I was always like, going in places like, woof, and
Mhm.
I would call her and go, okay, I'm tired.
Yeah.
My system is broken down because I just went underground and here and she would help me. And that's what I say that, she would ground my house and she would put the horse eye over my house to
Mhm.
help me recover. Do you guys engage in anything of that nature when you're taking out the negative energy and placing back the positive energy? I talk with my hands.
No, that's okay. I think, well, no, we've never had to, we never actually have done that. We cleanse our own house with Reiki love every day. Plus we sage our house, at least monthly,
Yeah.
Okay.
to help with that aspect. But we have never even thought about doing something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's interesting though. Yeah.
Hmm. It is interesting that because it it just came up.
Yeah.
Um, okay. Um, so when you so well, explain your belief on the negative energy that you're taking, because there's positive and there's negative, and there's all and they intertwine. And this is from my experience. And when you learn to balance those,
Mm-hmm.
then duality is not a game that you're playing anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when you say you're taking out, you're wiping or whatever you do in your style of Reiki,
Mm-hmm.
you're taking out the negative energy and you're replacing it with the positive energy.
Mm-hmm.
What is your perspective or perception on the negative energy? Like, is it emotional, mental, physical? How would you explain that part of it? I guess is where I'm getting to, so that our viewers can kind of understand both aspects,
Mm-hmm.
both parallel versions there.
Okay.
Okay.
We do have a friend of ours that we met through Reiki. He's had a lot of trauma in the past,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really hard for him to bring that to the surface to release it. So when we provide Reiki for him, um, he gets very emotional and he
Mm-hmm.
shakes. So I can sense that. I also do intuitive Reiki.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Oh, I
So
gotta lean in on that one.
so as you know, he's bringing all that to the surface. When we're finished with a certain area of the body, I tend to just sweep it up out of the body like so and throw it out back into the universe to be absorbed. Mike has another technique that he uses, but we bring that all that negative energy up out of the body and release it back out so that it can be replaced with positive. That's how I do my healing sessions. Do you want to explain how you get rid of the
Yes,
negative aspect?
please.
I mean, a lot of it's working on a specific area. Like she said, when you're done with that area, uh, I always sweep the aura, get rid of it, release. I have a technique where I release with my wrist in those areas that tend to draw out the negative or unwanted energies in that particular area um, with that person.
You can actually hear it. You can actually hear it release.
Yeah. But yeah. And then just like she said, we are always constantly thinking or giving attention to remove the negative energy, replacing it with the white light of love
Mm-hmm.
to help them start to heal. Um, and oftentimes we feel it flow through them because there's times, uh, typically in one of our Reiki sessions, she will be up at the top of the head doing her thing, and then I will be down at the the feet or the ankle areas doing my thing. And it's always very interesting because we can actually feel the energy just flowing from her to me and out
Okay.
at times. So it's interesting to say the least.
Do you ever, when you're feeling it, do you guys ever get that feeling that energy that's releasing come out within your own bodies, within
I
your energy field?
Yeah,
I have.
I have too. Isn't
Yeah.
that wild, isn't it?
she's
That's
had
an
it.
interesting feeling.
It is. I've actually have gotten sick during midway through a session, and I've had to go lay down to just get myself to come back to just being me, to release
Mhm.
that negative energy so I could finish the session. That's happened a few times to me. I don't like it.
Yeah.
But I think I should maybe do a little better as protecting my own energy field before going into a session. I try my darndest to ask for angelic help as well. I always ask Archangel Michael for protection before each session begins. And I've felt him
Mm,
actually
heavy and
behind me
hot.
or to the left of me at times as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know he's there.
When he comes in,
Mm-hmm.
it is a pressure
Mm-hmm.
yes,
Yeah.
and
you
Yes.
a
know it.
and
Mm-hmm.
a heat. Like it is like, okay, breathe, because here it goes.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yep.
And it's just like very slow and very heavy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it's just like it's
Mm-hmm.
like and
Yes.
out.
Yeah,
It's like he just goes,
And
yeah.
takes it away. Yeah.
yeah. Um, well, I have my mother's cousin, and she's in her 70s, and she's been doing this. She was taught at a very
Mm-hmm.
early age by who she calls Big Mama, which is, I think, was her great grandmother or grandmother. And
Mm-hmm.
she says, Hera, it's like I envision them on the table. She's like, and I take my right hand and I put it at the top of their head, and I imagine a basket at the bottom of their feet on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, and then I just take the energy and I throw it in the basket,
Okay.
and I energetically take the basket and I toss it out.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, and then that's it.
Yeah. Good. I like
And
that.
Yeah.
she worked on the railroad, so she used to work on a train
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
track out from California and all of that,
Uh,
and people would get hurt constantly, and she would be sitting, they would be there, with cuts or missing parts or whatever, and she was like, I can help you if you'd like, and they would let her.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember her saying that like they would come back to her within like 3 days, and the stitches or the whatever they would have to go get them out early,
Oh, okay.
because because the
Mm-hmm.
healing, they were just like, yes, help me. So they
yeah.
engaged, they
Uh-huh.
accepted without even thinking about it. There
Yeah.
wasn't preconceived notions there,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, okay, I've got to let this in, I've got to accept this. What happens? What did, and
Yeah.
she was like, it was just like, doop.
That's really nice. Yeah.
Yes.
That's
I
fascinating.
hope that we as humanity, because I know animals accept it,
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
but I really truly hope that humanity gets back to that simplicity,
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that simple coherence of not asking how or why,
Mm-hmm.
but
Just
just going,
accepting
you
it.
know what? I'm being offered something that's going to
Mm-hmm.
help me. I don't need to know. I
Yeah.
just
Right.
need to receive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
I
Nice.
would love for our collective, for our humanity, for globally, to start moving in that direction of,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I may not understand this right now, but let me not ask any questions here and and make that connection and feel
Yeah.
what amazing people like
Mhm.
you do
Yeah.
Mhm.
and give it a chance
Exactly.
Yeah.
and just give it a chance and not judge it,
Yeah.
Mhm.
not place
Uh,
anything on it.
yeah.
That would be really nice.
I was, initially with Reiki, it's not that I didn't believe in it. This was years before I actually got into it, but, I wasn't opposed to it.
Yeah.
But, so, I
Did you have
mean,
apprehensions about it though? Did you
yeah,
want to know the mechanics of it first?
yeah, that's me. That's me.
That's
Um,
me too. Analytical.
but I always said, that's fine if to work in this kind of a field, but I need to be reassured that something is happening, something I can feel or sense or see.
So evidence
And
based.
yeah,
Yep.
and that's what really turned me on to Reiki, was just like, wow, here it is out here for anyone to learn, to do, to help them heal themselves.
Mhm.
This is an exciting thing.
Mhm.
Uh, but yeah, very, very interesting.
Do you have I know like when I work one-on-one with clients and mine is like I'm okay. I'm gonna say this, but not in an arrogant way, okay? Like mine's built in already, right? Because I've been doing it for a really long time. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like it's gelled in a way. It's there.
Uh-huh.
Like I can touch you on the shoulder right now
Mhm.
and you would know that it was me.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Um, and I lost my train of thought. When I do one-on-one sessions, people do want that evidence.
They do. Yeah.
So as a collective of practitioners of light
Mhm.
and knowing that we are also the dark, if you want to, because all light comes from dark. That's how I look at frequencies now.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um, it- where are you wanting me to go with this? Because I'm hearing my guides. They're coming in and they're like, how do we get past having to be shown evidence? How do we get past being shown evidence and just learning how to allow?
That's a really
To
good
allow,
Yeah.
question.
yeah,
Uh,
my counsel's starting to land because
Mhm.
they're like, there's deeper questions here
yeah.
Yeah.
that our viewers could use answers to that you can't answer.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a really tough one.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
You
we
want to
would
give it
all
your best shot?
Well, I think we all have to learn to be more patient and accepting and be open to if someone's going to come to me and say, I have this amazing healing that I would like to have you participate in, and it's not going to hurt you, it's free, you're just going to lay there and relax. I'm open to that. If I know that person and I feel comfortable and I feel safe, I'm going to say, okay, let's try it. I think a lot of people today are so closed-minded, arrogant, mad in
Mm,
general. I
yes.
think if we could just get people to get past themselves, basically,
Yeah.
and
And make
stop
that
being
connection.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
just open themselves up to love and light. You walk down the street, for instance, and you can be on a busy sidewalk, and you pass so many people, and they won't even look at you. And if you say
Yeah.
hi, they look at you like you're crazy.
Mm.
Why? If we could get past that arrogance, I think we would have a better shot of getting more people to be open to it. But that's a really difficult um, topic
Yeah.
because I really don't know how to get people more open to even just coming and listening to it. Like I know a lot of times when we go to a holistic event, we do a lot of talking.
Mhm.
Especially I love when people come to me that's never experienced Reiki or hasn't ever even really heard of Reiki.
Right.
Um, I love when I have people like that because I mean their eyes just open so bright and they're
Yeah.
like, wow, I didn't know this even existed. And then when you get them on your massage table and you give them a session, their mind's blown. They can't believe what they've experienced. So we get a chance to bring people in. I think if more people went to things like that, just
Mhm.
out of curiosity
Yeah.
and being more open minded and
Yeah.
and loving. But that's
Yeah.
going to be a tough little project ahead of us because that's I think in today's society people are actually becoming worse as far as being negative and you watch the news you see it all the time
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
It is. And I try not to watch the news anymore.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I my counsel said a long time ago, because my ex-husband used to love watching the news,
Mm-hmm.
and my counsel said, get up and walk away or read a book.
Mm-hmm.
You'll need to know what you need to know when you need to know it.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
And when I started that put me on a whole different journey.
Good.
Yes.
Um, because of there's so much fear mongering going on
Mm-hmm.
out there, and
Right.
it's putting people in a state of panic.
Yes, for
Exactly.
sure.
Um, and so my advice always is to stay out of the news and not engage in
Mm-hmm.
the noise and the chaos.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You can be aware of it. You know
Right.
it's
Of the
everybody
situations around. Yes.
yeah, and we are a collective of oneness and but it doesn't mean that we lose our individualization as
Mm-hmm.
well.
Right.
So we have a choice not to. We can be aware of it. We can go, okay, this is what's happening. How do you guys do you have anyone that comes to you that is engaged in that in a constant that you have to like how would you work with someone in that state that is in a perpetual state of the storm
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and not them seeing themselves as the eye of the storm
Right.
Yeah.
and
We've
working
had we've had a couple people like that at some of our mini session at the hotel that we go to monthly, and we hate to have a timer put on our sessions because we like to talk to the client before and after. So we interview,
yeah
we talk about a little bit what to expect. We do our session and then we talk later. Um, and a lot of the one person that I can think of, the first couple times that we did sessions with her, she was having problems with an ex-husband and her children, her grown children, and you know we had to do several different sessions to get that her to come out of that state.
hmm
We had to offer suggestions on how to bring yourself more into the present and just let that stuff go, like
Right.
getting rid of the news station at night, meditation. We did a whole bunch of different things, suggestions. And each time she would come back, we would talk a little bit more and she would incorporate those things.
Yeah.
And we see a difference in her.
Oh, yes.
Just after 4 or 5 sessions, we've seen a big difference in her whole aura.
Outlook. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing.
that is great that
Yeah.
is great um yeah I'm going through a divorce so I've been feeling that like the nervous system really
Mm-hmm.
trying to settle in you
Yeah.
know and that freeze or flight that sympathetic
Mm-hmm.
Right.
nerves really trying to regulate.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I've been doing a lot more energy work on myself
Mm-hmm.
during like last year and the beginning of this year than I have
Mm-hmm.
before.
Uh huh.
because of the times that we are moving into, it seems like in my experience and what I'm seeing is that everybody is in that like trapped in that freeze or flight
Yeah.
mode.
Exactly.
Yeah. For
Yes.
sure. Yes.
Is there a tip that you guys could give to help, excuse me, that you would give to the viewers to help them start to, I know what I do, but this is about you guys, how to start coming out of that freezer flight and to calm the that nervous system and to get it stable and balanced, so that they can start moving forward.
Yes.
Yeah. I would definitely suggest turning the TV off, not watching the news. For one, trying to do spend time with yourself quietly.
Okay.
5 minutes of meditation is great, and once you do it, say for a week or two, you will start noticing your outlook on life is different. But that's another gratitude.
Yes.
Oh,
You
yes.
have gratitude towards
Every day.
everything that you have, that you see, the people that, your family or the people around you, your friends,
Yeah.
whatnot. Just sending out gratitude, because when you send it out, it will come back to you
Yeah.
and make you feel much better about yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can also incorporate like frequency healing music. If you go to YouTube, it's free. You can just, search frequency healing music. There's a plethora of things you can choose from, and it tells you like which frequency does what for you. We use that occasionally.
Okay.
Just soothing music.
Yes.
I like to listen to Native American flutes. It just puts me in zen. Being one with nature. Ground yourself.
Yes.
Go out, stand barefooted on the ground. We can't do it right now in Pennsylvania because it's cold. But even if like on your basement floor, it's concrete, it's part of earth. If you just stand there barefooted and ground yourself, and say like that a little white light prayer. You and I did that a few moments ago before we actually started.
Well, I'm gonna interrupt you here because we're coming to an end, and I wanted to say, would you like to um go through that, maybe a simple version of that to help the viewers maybe experience some of that calmness, because it was beautiful.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. Is there anything before we do this? Because then we'll go ahead and wrap up.
Okay.
But is there anything else that you guys would like to discuss that we haven't discussed yet?
I mean, we are always willing to help people. Reiki is the way that we feel we help the best.
Okay.
And we love to help to heal people or start their journey on healing. Feel free to reach out if you're local, or if you want Reiki sent to you.
Okay.
We would be willing to do that. But
Do you want
or just to discuss.
Do you want to provide our
situation.
information that people can reach out, or Facebook?
So you guys are on Facebook, right? You guys just
Facebook and email.
Okay. I'm going to put those in the comments of the
Okay.
video. I have learned over the past few days, putting them in the description, YouTube poo-poos them.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to start putting them in the comment section. So I'll put your email and your Facebook
Okay.
link
That would be wonderful.
in the comments with the description.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
But,
Go ahead and what is the name of the Facebook?
it's Reiki with Stacey and Mike.
Okay.
That's the Facebook page.
Okay.
That is where I run that part of it, and I try to send nothing but good content,
Uh-huh.
educational content,
Okay.
but a lot of spirituality stuff or things to help you throughout the days of with good messages. So I always
Wonderful.
engage in that, and you will always get commented back if you write to me.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you both so much for being on the show. I am extremely grateful for both of you and to have this connection and to have you on. And I hope you prosper. Um, viewers, let's go into Stacey and Mike's meditation for a minute before we close out. I think this is a beautiful, appropriate way to end this.
Yes.
Okay.
All
Thank you
right.
for having us.
Yes.
Absolutely. You're very welcome. And I look forward and formally invite you back on. I'm
Okay.
sure we'll have more stuff to talk about.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Enjoy. Viewers.
Okay, if you just want to sit quietly and close your eyes, keep your legs and your arms uncrossed so the energy can flow down through your body. We're going to start with some cleansing breaths. We're going to do 3 of those. So we're going to inhale deeply through our nose and pushing our bellies out as we inhale. And exhale slowly through your mouth. Once more. Now imagine a bright white loving light coming down through the top of your head called the crown chakra. And as this light penetrates your body, imagine it pushing all negative energy from the day down through each body part, all the way down through your legs. And when you're ready, release that negative energy through the bottoms of your feet, push it into Mother Earth, where it can be neutralized. We're going to take a deep cleansing breath. We're going to ask that beautiful white light to come down through our crown chakra once more, engulfing each part of your body, feeling its love and warmth, protection. Allow that light to engulf your heart, our heart chakra. And then ask that light to penetrate out through your skin and into your aura, where it's going to continue to love and heal and protect you throughout your day. And take another cleansing breath. And when you feel ready, you can open your eyes.
Thank you. It has been my honor to sit with you two.
Namaste.
Much gratitude to you both.
Thank
Yes.
you.
For being on the show.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us.
All right. You guys take care.
You
Yep, you too.
too.
All right.